Ever wonder how your computer really works? Let's break down its core components and its secret language.
It's one of the biggest questions in tech, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly why.
You know, the journey of the computer is wild. It went from ancient tools to filling entire rooms to sitting on our desks.
But what's really happening inside a modern machine? Let's zoom in on the three most important parts. First up, the microprocessor, or CPU. This is the brain of the whole operation, doing all the heavy thinking. Next, you've got the hard disk. Think of this as the long-term memory, where all your files live. And finally, there's RAM. This is the computer's super fast workspace for whatever it's doing right now. Okay, so here's the catch. The microprocessor and RAM, they're ridiculously fast. But the hard disk, well, it's pretty slow in comparison. That speed gap creates a huge bottleneck. So you have to wonder, how does that super fast brain actually process anything at its most basic level? It all comes down to billions of tiny switches called transistors packed inside the chip. High voltage means a switch is on, which the computer sees as a 1. Low voltage is off, a 0. And that's it. That's why computers speak binary. It's not a choice. It's just the physics of on and off. But for us humans trying to write code in just ones and zeros, yeah, that's pretty much impossible. So we built new languages. First, simple words with assembly, then high-level languages with symbols we all recognize. So how does our human-friendly code actually run? We use a special translator program called a compiler. It takes our code and converts it into the zeros and ones the machine can finally understand and execute. All right, let's see how this all comes together in two things you do every day: loading and saving. When you load a program, a copy gets pulled from the slow hard disk into that speedy RAM for the processor to use. And saving, it's just the reverse. Your work gets copied from that temporary RAM back to the permanent hard disk. So when you boil it all down, modern computing is a system of layers, from physical hardware up to abstract code. And this evolution is moving faster than ever. As these parts get smaller and smarter, what do you think is next?